Another job for the yogurt dairy. They need a special stainless steel rack with 5 shelves on it. It'll stand about 1.5 meters high and be 500 mils square. It needs to have adjustable feet on it to level it up on a sloping floor. So these are the 4 corner legs, and for the feet I've welded some M16 nuts to the bottom of the box section, so the feet will screw into there. On the top ends I've capped those off. 5 shelf panels cut to size, 1.2mm thick stainless steel. Corners have got to be notched out, and each side will be turned down 25mm with 10mm double back underneath. All the panel corners notched out, ready for bending. I've also marked out where the bends go. There'll be a 90 degree bend, 10mm in from the edge all the way around. And then 25mm in from that bend, there'll be another 90 degree bend all the way around. And the leg fits in this corner. I'll be able to do all the bends on the folder except for 2. So 2 of these bends, which are 10mm in from the edge, on opposite sides, I won't be able to do those on the folder. I'll have to do those by hand. I have made a jig to bend those over on. I've bent all the shelf edges on my sheet metal folder. And the 2 edges that I can't bend on the folder is the 10mm strip along the top of there, and the opposite side here. So I'm going to have to do those by hand. So I made this jig to bend them on. So I've got a slightly raised edge there. And that's 25mm. So I'll fit that there, clamp those together, and then with a hammer I can tap that edge over. And then any little hammer marks, I can polish those out. I got the jig clamped into place. I put a piece of masking tape on this piece of steel so as I don't mark the face of the stainless. And I've polished the face of the hammer to try and avoid making any marks in the stainless. So I'll give it a go. I've got that bent over. Just needs to polish those little marks out and get the rest done. Finished all the bends on the shelves. This is one of the ones that was done by hand. That's another one. Now I'm starting to weld the shelves to the legs. So this is the top shelf, and that's one of the legs. Just need to get it all square. That's the rack tack welded together. Tomorrow I shall finish welding it. I'll be welding all around these joints. And then all the welds will need polishing. And I've still got to make the feet. Just in the middle of welding up the shelves. Welded all the top sides around here, and then I did the bottom edges. So I've just got these welds to do on the faces. And whilst I'm welding, I purged the back of the welds with this jig. Purge the back with argon gas. That jig fits in the back there, and it stops the welds oxidizing at the back. I just hold the jig in place with 2 bits of wood. All the welding finished. And now I need to clean the welds up. For the adjustable feet I'm using M16 set screws, 120mm in length, with lock nuts on, so they'll screw into the legs. I put a dome on the bottom, and to stop the storage rack from sliding about on the steep sloping floor, I shall weld 2 short bits of stainless steel tube onto a stainless steel plate. I'll drill the plate and screw it to the floor, and then the 2 front legs will sit in there, stop it sliding about. I've cut a little piece out there so that any water that gets in there can drain out. That's the rack all polished up. This is where the rack is fitted in the corner there.